Here's some little mental tricks you can play. I want you to gamify this whole food intake thing. And what do I mean by that? I mean, I want you to make bad food your enemy. I want you to get personally angry when you see a donut that's starting to overcome your willpower. I want you to look at that thing and think to yourself, there's no possible way I'm gonna let a donut have stronger will than me as a human being. It's not happening. I want you to look at these junk, trash foods as if they're poison that's trying to kill you and you're fighting back. Walking through the supermarket, I want you to feel like you're under attack because you are. Fight them. Fight them with discipline. Now, listen, I travel a lot, and travel can be scary from a nutrition perspective because you're in a random airport, you're hungry, there's a pretzel wrapped hot dog place, whatever, Aunt Mary's or whatever it's called, and they've got like fans projecting out that smell. They want you to eat one of those things. They actually want you to eat 5, and they're really good. So what are we doing? We're saying no to that. It's a big negative. We're not letting it happen. Oftentimes when I'm traveling, I'm gonna fast. I might bring a malt cookie with me on the plane because they're gonna bring out, some little snacks, and those snacks are just junk. So instead of taking the junk and putting it in your body, reach in your bag, pull out a malt cookie, you're good to go. You have a good, clean day. Your caloric intake was low, but you didn't really do too much because you've been sitting there on a plane. So my recommendation is when I'm traveling, or when you're traveling, plan for it, bring some food. Don't shop in the airport for food. It's not gonna work out well. Oftentimes I get asked about energy levels, and people talk to me about, oh, when do I need to go to sleep? How much sleep should I get? I'm not sleeping enough, or even when I sleep a lot, I don't feel good. My immediate answer when I get asked about that is, what are you putting into your body? I know for a fact that the cleaner I eat, the better I feel across the board in every possible way. My mind is sharper, I feel more active, I feel more responsive. So if you're feeling like you're dragging, if you feel like your cognitive ability is limited or not what it should be, instead of saying, oh, I should just get more sleep or I should get more rest, instead, why don't you put away the donuts that you had for lunch? Why don't you get rid of the microwavable pizza that you chowed down on? Of course you're gonna feel terrible when you eat that. Of course you are. And here's the trick. Here's what you gotta watch out for. In the moment, you're gonna feel better. It's gonna be instant gratification, donut tastes great, jelly dripping out of it, powdered sugar all over your face. You're like an addict and you feel good. Do not fall for that. You've gotta think strategic, you've gotta think long-term. That's the fight with discipline. It's immediate gratification against discipline. That's what it is. That's the battle that should be going on in your head all day long. And every time you lose that battle, you are losing the strategic war to be healthy, to be stronger, to be faster, to be smarter, and to be better. So those are some things to consider while you're on Def Reset, and they're really things that you should consider for life. Now, you'll hear people talk about the 80-20 rule, and I get it. I get the 80-20 rule. Hey, if you're doing the right thing 80% of the time and 20% of the time you kind of slack off, you're still good to go. I'm gonna tell you what, during Def Reset, that's not gonna work out. And for some people, that just doesn't work out in general because it's a slippery slope. And you say to yourself, well, 80% of the time I'm doing good, so that means I can have a couple Chips Ahoy this afternoon. Next thing you know, you're missing a sleeve of Chips Ahoy. Why? Because you went ham. We're not gonna let that happen. In my personal opinion, it's a lot easier to stay 100% disciplined, especially when you're on a 30-day challenge like the Def Reset. Let's not do 80-20. Let's go 100% clean.